the virtual assistant opportunities, and
Yes.
then also train a new pool of talent with those same skills as well. So it's funny, my driver today that I took to the grocery store, I was talking to him about forex, and he was telling me how his brother is a web developer, and trying to, yeah, just today, and so the talent is here, the skill is here.
Yes.
They just don't understand the gravity of the outside potential that exists to them outside of the African continent.
You know what? I'm in communication with a fellow. He was covered by the BBC puts on videos of people from Africa doing amazing things. Like they put I think his name is Philip Comquay, something like that.
I
Who
think I seen, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a fellow. He has an education program. He's in Ghana. So I saw the video, and I decided to reach out to him on Facebook, and so we've been in communication. Um,
Mhm.
and sad, well, the opportunity is that they, it's just like we over here, when you're educated by the British school system, you think that you're supposed to get a job after you get education. You're not taught to create.
Yep.
And so he actually wrote a proposal up because he uses break dancing, hip hop dancing
Okay.
to help raise self esteem and help increase student engagement and really get them really. I mean, schools testing scores are raising and improving based on his input in the dance. And
Wow,
so,
my wife dances.
really, well, wow, they need to be put together because they're in Ghana, and so he sent me a proposal, and I was saying, I mean, I come from the background of when you want to do something, if you self finance, you don't have any unpleasant dictates or
Yes.
requests or commands from others. So I see you.
Yes.
I see you interacting. If we need to cut this short, if that is the missus, would you please say hello to her? I would
Baby,
love to.
come here. Yeah, that's her.
Okay, right. If you need to run, I understand because this was great. I'd love to do another one. I'd love to speak with you off camera.
Sure. Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
Yes,
Like,
because we need to. I need to put you in contact with Dr. Walker. Hello. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm great, and you're Ms. Kita.
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, Ms. Kita, I was speaking with your husband. We need to interview you because we ladies who are interested in marriage with a entrepreneur. Oh, thank you. I know you're busy. You have children and things
Claire?
to do, but I appreciate just a few moments of your time. We who are either married and need to understand an entrepreneur better. I'm not married, but I'm looking to be married to an entrepreneur, a black entrepreneur, or those that are married. We need that perspective that you have to understand when the check doesn't come in every 2 weeks. How do you
Mm.
support a man who has a dream, who has, some setbacks that, when you're working at the post office, your check just keeps coming. So, but you're not going to be able to take your whole family to Africa for 4 months. That won't happen. So, I would, and also in any endeavors, any businesses that you have, my goal is to help my people gain financial independence. So my niche, I have about 5,000 folks on my website. I mean, on my Facebook. I'm screening them out to get more and more black women. It's mostly black women. So anything that you have, or whatever it is that you do that you'd like to share on my platform to help you grow your business, please. I mean, I would be delighted. Okay, I would be delighted for you to come and give some of your time to, and if you have something that you're selling, something, if you have an online product, or however, because I don't know much about you. I do know that you do forex. Okay.
Yes.
But yes, I saw that this morning. I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. But at any rate, I just wanted to say hello and introduce myself. My name is Dr. Sherry Watts. I live in I live right outside of San Francisco in California, and
Oh,
so yes. Hello. How are you doing today?
doing?
How are
Okay.
you doing today? Tell us about your experience being in Uganda.
I like Uganda. I like actually being outside of the states better.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just more peaceful. I mean, Zimbabwe, I'm a little biased towards Zimbabwe, but Uganda's like more peaceful. Things you don't have to worry about. Just the air, yeah. I'm big on nature. I'm very spiritual, so I love it.
Okay. Well, thank
Just
you.
the trophy.
Well, I'll tell you, I went to Senegal and spent 3 months in Senegal. In the about 85 or so.
Yeah.
But I've discovered Nollywood, so that's my entertainment. And the plot lines are phenomenal. It's 100% chocolatey, the cast, but seeing the geography and the landscape, the culture, that is immeasurable. It's to me more important than storyline. Bye bye. Okay. All right. I know she has, as a wife, boy, she's busy. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. She's busy, so I appreciate her, coming in. But alrighty. Yeah. So
we can do a part two and also talk offline anytime. Because I love this. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you, because so many people need to know you are demystifying. You know what the images of Africa were before things like this, okay?
Yes.
And when you see houses in Nollywood, it looks like, the ballroom looks like a soccer field inside of a house, okay?
Yes.
So you say, wow, okay, maybe there's a different way to live.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I want. I want to provide the bridge. This is the whole point of the expat community development. It is, giving Black people in America who aren't aware of what exists in Africa a chance to have a piece of Africa, a chance to come and experience Africa, whether it's short term, medium term, off and on, or whether it's long term. I want to be that bridge. I want to have a fully encompassed pipeline that brings them from the States over to Africa and basically makes the transition seamless for them. And so I have like a 5-year vision to build this community. And the land is falling in my lap. This is an 18,600 acre plot in total. And I've been offered approximately 1,200 acres of this plot that sits on the Doma Wildlife Safari. And it just came to my lap. I didn't pursue it. I didn't look for it. It was literally like, hey, I want you to be a part of this. What do you think about coming on board? And out of the blue, I didn't expect it. So it is completely in alignment with what I was already working to do anyway. We were already looking for land. We were already, looking at design options and development options. And it's all just coming together. Like I feel like I know it's bigger than me. I'm just the vessel, so to speak, that is just coming through. So I'm just trying to make sure I get it done the proper way, make sure everything is done safe and secure, and it benefits everybody involved.
Okay, well, here's a question, because there are challenges living in every environment. We know the challenges living in the United States, having police interact with us, the job situations, okay, the dynamic, okay.
Yeah.
I am a person. I try to conserve water. I don't like to. So I'm kind of used to living a certain way. Tell us about the challenges. I know, for example, there are brownouts in Nigeria.
Yes.
I understand that the reason that the someone actually said that it could be solved, but there are powers that be that make money from generators, so they're not going to solve the problem. So tell us some of the challenges that you face, because this is not for everyone. If you want to call up and talk to your your city councilor and complain about X, Y, and Z. And that's in Africa, the continent of Africa, and I just love to say countries like Uganda might not be the place for you.
Yes.
If you're a creature, you have to have certain creature comforts, and you're not willing to be flexible in any way, shape, or form. Then you might want to watch movies, not go. So tell us some of the challenges of living.
And that kind of leads to why I want to make it multi-tiered in terms of the options, because I know it may just be a getaway for some people. It may be a recurring getaway for some people, and then some people may be able to accept the lifestyle changes that are required to live in a place like Zimbabwe. There is no job market, so you have to be self-sufficient in some income-generating capacity in order to stay there, long term. That's one of the number one requirements, which is why one of the core pieces of my plan is investment opportunity.
Yeah.
You can start investing independent of me and my operations. I'll point you in the right direction, or you can partner with us. But create investment the whole experience, because you do not have the variety of creature comforts that you have in America. You don't have the variety of foods that you have in America. Most things are organic and local. You do have a limited variety of the processed stuff that people are used to, the snacks and the goodies, and then you have some of the restaurants, but very, very few. So it is definitely, in that regard, a place for people who are more in tune with organic eating, who understand possibly some type of gardening and small agriculture, who may be interested in those types of things. In terms of energy, solar and wind are like the entire development. I'm trying to create a zero footprint situation, because the sun and wind is in abundance there. The water is basically groundwater, and I'm also going heavy with water reclamation. So it will definitely be a more off the grid type of situation. There is within short distance, there is urban areas, urban centers, but not in the capacity that we're used to in the States. Much smaller. So farming, agriculture, green energy, and sustainability, all of these are key components to the entire plan. There is now the way Zimbabwe is set up, you have a couple major urban cities around the country. It's not like densely populated outside of the urban centers. Then you get into more rural areas, and this is where you find the villages. This is where you find the very, very small towns, the huts, and so to speak. This is where you see those things. So we would basically be developing about an hour outside of the main city, Harare. Okay. And so you're going to get a huge nature experience. You can't just hop in your car and drive to the corner store. So water will be delivered, fuel will be delivered, those types of things. So it's definitely partial or semi